Mad Artisan here, and I'm in Manila, Philippines right now. And have you ever wondered, which gives you more results, more dates in Asia? Is it meeting women in person and approaching them in everyday situations? Or is it swiping and meeting them online? Well, I'm gonna do an experiment while I'm here and track all of my results and all my interactions online and offline to see which one works the best. And I'm even gonna show you some of my interactions and some of my dates, you know, interview some of the girls. How often does a guy approach you like that? So that you can really decide what works best. Excuse me, real quick. Hi, what's your name? I'm Matt. Here, I'll give you guys a little tour of my place. And yes, this is a custom-made giant bed. It actually is modeled after the original bed that Hugh Hefner had in his Chicago mansion. I had this chandelier installed. There's Teddy down there. And I'm gonna have to leave for a few days because I'm actually getting the place a little bit remodeled, probably change this wall and change the flooring, just kind of upgrade it a little bit. But you definitely can't beat that view, especially during sunset. Okay, I'm gonna approach this girl way up there. Problem is, she's wearing a mask, so I don't even know if she's really cute. Excuse me, real quick. Hi.
Hi.
Napakaganda mo.
Really?
Yeah, even though I can't see your face, but I can just tell your eyes.
What?
Take off your mask for like 2 seconds. Just want to see.
Here?
Okay, let's do what's up. Like, I'm always proud of myself for approaching, no matter what, and like making a girl's day, but it wasn't really my type when she took her mask off. Yeah, much better to go places where most of the people aren't wearing masks, for sure. And see, I don't just run around approaching women all day. A lot of people probably think that, but I do other things. Like today, I'm going to get a haircut. That way I'm just living my life and, you know, doing things. Maybe I'm going to get a foot massage, or I'm going grocery shopping, or I'm going to the gym, or today a haircut. And when I see beautiful women, I just talk to them instead of like having that my only mission. That's like a secondary mission. I don't like it. Too short on the top, too long on the sides. I gotta go home and basically fix it myself now. Much better. Let's go look for more girls. What's your name?
Nikki.
Nikki?
Yeah.
I'm glad you're not wearing a mask. Oh shit. WhatsApp. Here. So, yeah, I'll message you on WhatsApp. And then we'll hang out. I didn't really like connect with her. I didn't ask her a lot of questions. She just seemed kind of nervous. Sometimes that happens. The girls would be super nervous. Other times they're pretty confident. But yeah, so I just kept it short and sweet. And I'm curious, how often does that happen to you, where a guy approaches you?
The guy approaches me. Is
Yeah.
that randomly?
Yeah.
It's just my first time.
It's your first time ever.
Yeah, and it's you.
A guy has never approached you before, ever.
No.
What do they normally do?
Just stare. But approaching someone, especially a girl, just to say hi, it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. So what's your excuse? Do it. And I want to show you a little bit of my Tinder strategy. So first, let me show you my profile. I pick colorful, bright action shots. So this is one I took during a boot camp. The stage I was teaching on had this sign, "Your art," in the background. And it makes the girl kind of wonder, am I a public speaker? Am I a comedian? Am I in a band? It's hard to tell, right? So this is my main picture. And I use smart pictures, by the way. I definitely recommend using smart pictures. Gotta have a picture of my cute dog wearing a hat. That's definitely a must. And notice my shirt is unbuttoned a little bit too much. I did that on purpose to show some sex appeal. Trust me, women dig that, if that matches your personality. This one's a little bit more sophisticated, and I play guitar. So again, I wanna show action shots. I wanna give her a little bit of insight into my life. This one I did not think would work because I thought it was too bragging, but I threw it up there anyway about like 6 years ago, and through smart photos, back then at least, it did the best. So I figured might as well keep it up. And a hint, by the way, if you want your chest to look bigger, just cross your arms like that. This one, I'm wearing a leather jacket, so it just looks a little bit more badass, and I'm sitting on my car, you know, nice car, but it's not like the highlight of the picture. This one, I'm at the club, and you can see that there's a couple girls around me and they're hanging on me, but I cropped them out because I don't want to seem like I'm bragging. And this one is another action shot, and I believe this one is the one that is winning right now through smart photos. And my strategy is basically to do as little as possible. I wanna show that I'm a busy guy, which is true, and that I'm not really taking it seriously, because most women don't take online dating so seriously, especially Tinder and Bumble and those kind of swiping apps. They treat it more like a game. So you'll notice how short my profile is. Swipe right if you love cute dogs and guys who play guitar. Looking for adventure plus spontaneity, nothing too serious. That's it. I'm not writing a bunch about myself or what kind of girls I like and all that kind of stuff. I would leave that for Match or eHarmony, one of the more serious dating sites. We met on Tinder.
Yeah, Tinder is not for good relationship. I know Tinder is for fun.
It's for fun.
Yeah.
Okay. And what makes you decide to meet somebody in person? Like you've been chatting, you met them on Tinder. What makes you decide to meet up with them?
I want to know anything details about him. Maybe he's drug addict. I don't
So
want
you
to.
want to chat a little bit to find out
Yeah.
about him. Do you prefer to meet a guy on Tinder or in person? Like walking down the street or you're shopping at the mall and he approaches you?
Maybe it's better is like I'm going out with my friend, like we go to mall or something like restaurant. Or maybe
your
it's by
friends.
accident. Yeah, by accident I saw this man.
And my strategy is basically this. I'm gonna swipe. Sometimes I check out a few pictures, and obviously I'm gonna swipe right if they're attractive, but if she's really attractive, like this girl's actually really attractive, the first girl, I will check to see if she has her Instagram. She does not, but let's just imagine she did for a second. So on Instagram, what I'm gonna do is go search for her. So let's just search for, I don't know, somebody random. Okay, let's use Jen. So let's just pretend this was that same girl. So I search for her, then I follow her, and then I send her a message, and I have it pre-planned. I just have to hit TT and then hit here. And you can do that if you have a business account, and all you have to do is upgrade to business account. Anybody can do it. And it's just, hey, it's Matt from Tinder. Are you living in Makati or nearby? I'm just screening for logistics right away, because my next message to her is gonna be finding out when she's free, and then my third message is gonna go for a date. I don't waste time getting to know her. That's what a date is for. I don't wanna spend all this time texting back and forth. That's just lame. Go for a date. Now, if her account is on private, I would go to her last post, not her last pin post, but Jen doesn't have any pin posts. So I would go to her last post, I would like it, and then I would send a message that says, check DM. Because if she has a private account, then she's not gonna see my message. In fact, even if she has a public account, I don't know if she'll see my message. I think it goes into her spam folder, her message request folder. So I almost always do this, just check DM. And then I hop back over to Tinder for more swiping. And this is the extent of my messaging. Napakaganda mo, it means you're beautiful. I would never say that to a girl in the US or somewhere else. You are beautiful, that's lame. Don't send messages like that. But in the Philippines, it works well because almost no foreigners speak any Tagalog. So I get a lot of responses to this. And then she says, thank you. And my next test is, I'm not in here much, so can you write your IG and WhatsApp, please? Sometimes they write both, sometimes they write one or the other. And in this case, she wrote her WhatsApp, and I sent her a message on WhatsApp, basically the same that you saw that I sent on Instagram. As simple as that. You don't need to overthink it. I do the same thing no matter where I'm traveling, because honestly, I don't like texting back and forth. I wanna be short and to the point. The treadmill is actually a great place to swipe. It's a good workout, plus I get some dates. It's time to get ready because I'm actually teaching a boot camp tomorrow. I have 5 or 6 guys flying in from Canada, US, and Australia, and they want to learn how to really connect with women and be able to approach women, just like I'm doing, in everyday situations and spark instant attraction in a very natural, authentic, non-creepy way. So it's going to be a very fun and transformative weekend for them. Teddy and I just got to Angeles City, and this is our condo for the next couple days. It's not too bad, about 50 bucks a night. Got this giant desk over here, kind of a crappy kitchen area, but plenty of space, and this is where all the magic happens. Not super fancy, but it'll do the trick. It's pretty much all working girls, ladies of the night. Popo, as they're called here. They allow dogs? Take care. See you later.
Punta ka Skyfall.
Skyfall? Right here? Okay, sounds good. See, that's the problem. They're all working. So cute, but they're all working. I think approaching is not gonna work very well, plus I'm not gonna pay them a thing. Yeah, Tinder is probably gonna work better here. This makes swiping a whole lot more tolerable. It's only been about 20 minutes and I already ran out of matches. I'm here with Reina. We met on Tinder. I have a question. Why are Filipinas so shy? Especially to be on camera.
Well, sometimes
You don't
I'm
know,
shy
do you?
too, but I don't know.
It's a mystery of the world.
Well, me, I'm not shy.
Reina's not shy, so that's good. I'm with Chai. We met on Tinder. She's not covering her face, so that's good. That's lechon, and it is very masarap. If you've never tried pig skin, you need to come to the Philippines just to try lechon skin. I dropped off Teddy earlier for grooming. Let's see if he's ready. Is he ready?
Yes, sir.
Did he bite anybody? He's so happy.
Quiz yung kwan, tali.
Here's the problem with approaching around here in Angeles outside the red light district. There's really no people. It's either these big streets like that with hardly anybody, or you have these super narrow streets like this. Excuse me, real quick. Do you know where the McDonald's is? Just as an example, how hard it is just to stop somebody. Now, I could go to a mall, but honestly, I have no reason to go there, and I don't like to go somewhere with just the purpose of meeting girls. Nothing wrong with that, but I prefer to live my life and be outdoors and go for a walk my dog, go to the gym, which I just did. Welcome to my Filipino gym. This is a man's gym. And like, just, you know, live my life and meet women along the way. That way it takes virtually no time except for a minute or two to meet a girl, get a phone number, and either go on an instant date right then and there or set up a date later. I'm with Kimmy. We met right over there. Now we're on an instant date. Say hi. How often does a guy approach you like that?
Once a year.
Only once a year, you'd say? Wow. Guys do not approach girls in the Philippines. That's sad. And that's what I recommend. Once you learn how to approach, just live your life, and meeting women just becomes a part of your life. You don't have to be this pickup guy and run around the mall for hours, you know, trying to meet women, or run around the club talking to every woman you see. Nothing wrong with that, but you want to graduate from that as soon as possible. I'm with Ann. We met down the street. Approach. Daytime approach. Not Tinder. This is not what I expected either. Looks like it has like bacon and cheese on top. Let's see how this is. Very weird. Not much flavor. Angeles was fun, but definitely time to head back to Manila. So we met on Tinder. I thought you look way better in person than your pictures.
Some way better.
You're better in person than your
Okay,
pictures,
good.
yeah.
So
And most girls, it's the opposite. Most girls look way better in pictures than in person.
people you use Photoshop, or you know, it's better to see them first.
I've been catfished few times, many times. Even ladyboys. All ladyboys. Have you ever had a date with a ladyboy
Of course not.
or a boy lady?
No.
You get there and it was a woman who transitioned into a man?
No, never.
Would you rather meet a guy on Tinder, or would you rather him approach you in person?
I prefer we still met through friends.
You'd rather meet through friends. So basically in real life versus online.
Yes.
On the
It's more
internet?
safe because I can just ask my friends what their behavior is.
How often does a guy approach you in person?
In real life, there are only few. I mean, once a month.
How many on Instagram message you a day?
Like 100. when
Hundreds
they
of
accept-
messages a day? So that's crazy. So think about it. Including all social media, Tinder, everything, it's more than 100 a day.
Yeah.
So when you're meeting women online, you're competing with hundreds per day. When you
Depends.
meet women in person, you're competing against, what is it? None a month. You're the only guy a month. So in a year, you're competing against 10 a year?
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's why you should
Well-
meet women in person.
I mean, yes, that's why it's better to meet them in person first.
I just saw you actually, and I thought you were very pretty.
Thank
Bakaganda mo. Well, I gotta go that way,
Well,
and I know you're busy,
no.
so we should exchange WhatsApp. Here, just write it on here, your Telegram. I'll add it later. Excuse me. Are those roses for me?
No.
For Valentine's Day? Oh, that's so sweet. I just thought, napakaganda mo. Your friend is very beautiful.
Oh.
I just wanted to tell you. Well, tell your boyfriend that a guy hit on you. All right, take care.
Okay.
I am very, very happy with the remodeling. New flooring, new wall, new decor. It's more pimped out than ever. All right, it's time to look at some results. I went on 25 dates that originated from Tinder, 11 from approaches. Total interactions on Tinder was 182, and total from approaches was only 16. Average interactions to get a date equals 7. So that was 7 girls that I'm messaging, it would turn into a date. A lot of those I chose not to go on dates with because their pictures, once they were offline, once I checked out their Instagram, I just wasn't too crazy about. Whereas through approaching, it was basically 1.5. Less than every 2 interactions turned into 1 date, which that is much better than other places I've been. Total time spent interacting on Tinder was about 7.5 hours. Whereas through approaching was 35 minutes. Keep in mind, I did not count just walking around looking for girls because I never actually walked around only looking for girls. I always had something else that I was doing. And keep in mind, I did multitask when I did Tinder. As you saw, I was on the treadmill sometimes, or I'd be getting a foot massage. Therefore, the average time to get a date through Tinder was 18 minutes. Only 3 minutes through approaching, I would get a date. Which again, these numbers are very good compared to other parts of the world that I've been to. So when you look at this, you would see that all the numbers for approaching are much better, except for the actual numbers of dates that I got. However, Tinder was much more consistent because sometimes I would walk around, go to the gym or do whatever I was doing, and I wouldn't see any girls that I wanted to approach. So if I wanted a date, going out and approaching was less likely to work versus spending under 20 minutes of swiping and messaging girls, it would be highly likely that I would get a date. So on average, I went on 4 new dates per week with just about 1 hour of effort. That's pretty damn good. So here's the deal. It's not that approaching is better than online dating or vice versa. You gotta figure out, A, what works best for you, but even if you're getting results from online dating, I barely do online dating anywhere else in the world. I live most of the time in North America, and I hardly get any dates from online dating when I'm in North America. I definitely get most of my dates from approaching women in everyday situations, which is what I primarily teach you guys, and I teach our students in our live workshops. You don't wanna see a beautiful woman walking down the street and think, oh gee, I hope she's on Tinder later. No. So even if you are getting really good results from dating apps, you're getting lots of dates, still you need to be able to approach women in everyday situations, because are you really gonna feel like a real man when women walk by and you wanna go talk to them, but you're scared to do so? Definitely an important skill to learn. You need to get over that fear of approaching beautiful women. Even if you're getting results online, don't rely solely on it. Because of course, you're gonna get more results if you're doing both. And everybody sees beautiful women as they're going about their day. Maybe not every day, but you know you see them and you know you want to talk to them. So go talk to them. Don't miss out on those great opportunities.